In this episode, you will learn how to control your smart devices using one mobile application and how to use a KNX switch in order to control Philips Hue lights and Fibaro Smart Plug. So, stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Poseidon Tech. So, what we have here? In my house, I'm using KNX for lighting control. So here you can see a KNX demo project where this button controls this red light, this button this green light, and this button this LED strip. More information about this demo project you can find in our previous KNX episodes. I am also using Philips Hue lights with Philips Hue bridge. Fibaro Home Center light that controls this smart plug where turns on and off this light, and also this cool motion sensor. For my music, I'm using Sonos speakers. This is Play 1 and streams music over Wi-Fi. At last, for security, I have this indoor camera from Axis. In order to control all these devices, I need one application for KNX, one for Philips Hue, one for Fibaro, one for Sonos, and one application for Axis camera. So, for example, in order to go to bed at night, I have to turn off KNX lights using a KNX switch or a mobile app, to turn off Philips Hue lights using Philips Hue app, to turn off Fibaro Smart Plug using Fibaro app, to stop the music using Sonos app, and activate alarm function of camera using Axis camera app. This doesn't give me the feeling of a smart home. Of course all these devices are smart, but it wouldn't be great to turn off all lights, to stop the music and activate the alarm by just pressing a single button or by using one mobile application. For that reason, we need an application that can support a big range of smart devices and protocols. It will be easy to use and it will not require any programming skills. That's why in this episode we will use Iridium Lite. Iridium Lite is a product from Iridium Mobile where you can create a project of different smart devices and control your smart home using one application that runs on iOS, Android and Windows devices. So, let's start. In the description of this video you will find an invitation in order to create an Iridium Mobile account. Just write your email address and an email will be sent to you with all the details. Now go to Iridium Mobile website and sign in. Iridium Mobile has three main products: Iridium Pro, Iridium Lite and Iridium Gate. In this episode we will test Iridium Lite. Let's check the supported devices. There are plenty of different manufacturers and the list is continuously growing. Now let's go to my account. Here you can check the prices, upload your projects, enable push notifications and a lot more. In the download section you will find all the required software for your projects. You can create Iridium Lite projects using a tablet, a PC or a mobile phone. I prefer to work on a Windows PC, so I will download the Windows version of Iridium Lite. Before start playing with Iridium Lite, let's open ETS in order to prepare the KNX button that we will use to turn on and off Philips Hue Lite and Fibaro Smart Plug. This project is made step by step in a previous KNX episode, so check it for details. Open KNX switch and go to Parameter. As you can see, we have one unused button. Set the function to toggle object. Send value and status object are created. Create one group address with name Philips Hue. Open KNX BAO 777 parameter and add a 1-bit data point with name Philips Hue. Now, link send value and status object of the KNX switch with Philips Hue group address. We put send value and status object to the same group address because we will not use an actuator that could update the status, so the status of the KNX switch will be updated by the KNX switch itself. Link 1-bit data point of BAO 777 with the Philips Hue group address. At last, download the new changes to the KNX switch and BAO 777 by selecting partial download. It's time to open Iridium Lite. Sign in with your Iridium Mobile account. Press New Project and give a name. Choose Project without server. We will set up server in the next episode. So, this is the main page of Iridium Lite Configurator. In the General tab, you can change the name of the project, choose Template and change the language. Let's add floors and rooms. Add floor, or if you don't have any, choose entire house. Add living room and office. Time to add our devices. For KNX, I'm using BAO 777, so I will add BAO scanner from Iridium Store. BAO's devices are automatically discovered, so just choose yours from the list. Here you can see all data points of BAO 777. Press the plus icon and choose Relay in order to add on-off devices. Give name. Choose right address from the list and the read address. If you want, you can change the on-off values. Do the same procedure for all your on-off devices. Add a dimmer device. Choose widget type, I like slider. Change the name. Choose as write address the 8-bit brightness data point and as read address the 8-bit brightness status data point. You can adjust the min and max value. As switch write address, choose the 1-bit switch data point, and as switch read address, the 1-bit status data point. You may also choose the step value of the dimming. At last, let's add the data point of the switch which will control Philips Hue Lite and Fibaro Smart Plug. Now that we have all our KNX devices, change the name and the location of every device. The Smart button I don't want to be visible to the end user, so I will leave it without location. Press Start Project to see how the project looks like until now and to test the KNX devices. In order to return back to Configurator, press the 3 dots button and choose Config. In order to add Philips Hue Lite, choose manually from Store and search for Philips Hue in Iridium Store. Press Authorize, and when the Philips Hue bridge is covered, press the push link button on Hue bridge in order to gain access. Now you can choose the lights you want to add to your project. Change the name and location. And so simple, Philips Hue is added to project. You can turn on and off your Hue lights, you can dim up and down, and change color. To add Fibaro, search for Fibaro module. Fill the IP address of Home Center Lite and username and password. Press the Add button to add your Fibaro devices. Change name and location. If you want, you can also change icon and color of the button. Add Sonos from Iridium Store. By pressing the Add button, your Sonos speakers will be discovered. For now, I will not activate this Sonos speaker. Change location and name. To add an IP camera, add the Camera Wizard module. Choose the brand of your IP camera. Choose the model. Give username, password, IP address and port. Change name and location, and that's it. At last, let's add the Gmail module from Iridium Store. Choose an interval and press Authorization in Gmail. For now we don't have server and I don't want to add any schedule. let's create a routine that will make the KNX switch to interact with the other smart devices. Give a name. So, when the smart button will be on, then the office hue will be also on. Create also the routine for the turn off action. Let's test it. Let's deactivate for now the routines for Hue lights and create a routine for the Fibaro Smart Plug. Just remember that since we are not using Iridium server, all the routines run in the panel, so when we close Iridium Lite in the panel, then the routines will stop work. If you want routines to run 7 days 24 hours, then you will have to add server. Let's test it. If now we activate the Philips Hue routines, the KNX switch will turn on and off Philips Hue Lite and Fibaro Smart Plug. Let's create a macro. I will name it Contact Us. Change the icon to something that looks like Contact Us. Place it in the main page and as action, when the Contact Us button is pressed inside the Iridium Lite application, the Contact Us page of Poseidon Tech site will appear. Let's test it. From the modes, let's create a button in order to trigger some actions when Fibaro motion sensor activated by movement. Choose single mode and enter a name. Change icon. Place it in the main page. go back to routines and create the alarm routine. So, when Fibaro motion sensor activated by movement, the red light of KNX devices will be opened and an email will be sent. But only if the alarm button is on. Also, it will be nice to have the view of the camera. Let's test it. Turn on alarm button. My movement turned on the red light. Camera pop-up opened in the app. And email sent. Finally, let's add a button to turn on and off all lights. Go to Modes and create a lighting control button. Change the icon and place it in the main page. Add a routine that where the lighting control button is on, all lights will be turned on, and when it's off, all lights will be turned off. By pressing the Edit mode, we can rearrange the icons. Just press the three lines for 2 seconds and move it. Change the main photo. Add the photo to a room. Our project is ready. Don't forget to save it to cloud. Now, if we go back to our Iridium Mobile account, we can see our project. Here we can create a license or activate trial license for 60 days. We can invite users, enable push notifications and more. It's time to test our project to iPhone. Download i3 Lite from App Store. Sign in with your Iridium Mobile account. Download the project and you are ready to control your home. While watching the mobile version of Iridium Lite controlling our smart devices, let me share with you my final thoughts. Iridium Lite is an innovative application that can help installers, electricians and even end users to create automation projects using devices and protocols from different manufacturers, allowing them to interact between each other, making a true smart home with no limits. Projects can be made fast and easy, most of the devices are discovered automatically, the list of supported manufacturers is continuously growing, and you can set routines and schedules more easily than ever before. In Iridium Mobile website you will find online training, documentation and forums for all their products. At last, Iridium Mobile is one of a few companies that have great technical support. All these years that I'm using Iridium Mobile, technical support gave me answers to all my queries and helped me find solutions to very complex and large-scale projects. In the next episode, you will learn how to create Iridium Lite server using a Raspberry Pi in order to make routines and schedules for equipments work 24/7 non-stop. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my tutorials, consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the next episode.